Today I'm reviewing the Panorama XL gaming desktop with an RTX 5080, 24-core Intel Core i9-14900KF, 32GB of DDR5 RAM, and a 2TB Gen4 SSD. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've spent consistent hands-on time with this system on my desk, gaming at various settings, running creative and productivity workloads, and everyday multitasking with background apps. What follows is based on how it genuinely behaves, not just synthetic results. Let's set expectations early. This is not a compact or ultra-quiet small form factor box. It's a traditional tower with liquid cooling and a performance-oriented design. It also isn't a specialist workstation. This sits in the high-performance gaming and high-end desktop space. In everyday use, the Intel Core i9-14900KF feels very smooth. Windows navigation, app launches, and multitasking with browsers and creative tools are fluid. The 24 cores don't sit idle during regular tasks, they help keep things responsive when lots of processes are active. Gaming at 1440p, the RTX 5080 provides strong real-world performance. Most modern AAA titles run comfortably at high settings with stable frame pacing. Competitive games hit high frame rates without constant tweaking, and the experience feels consistent across different genres. At 4K, this GPU still holds up well. It doesn't obliterate every setting on Ultra, but with sensible tuning, medium to high depending on the title, playability stays solid. You don't feel like you're fighting the hardware to keep performance steady. That's important for longer sessions. Thermals here are handled by the included 360mm liquid cooler. In my extended gaming and heavy workload use, temperatures stayed in expected ranges without thermal throttling. The cooling did its job without overly aggressive fan noise. Under load, the system is audible but not intrusive, and during lighter use it stays calm. The 32GB of DDR5 RAM is ample for the way most people use a desktop today. I didn't run into memory limits with simultaneous gaming, streaming, browsing, and creative workflows. It's enough headroom that you're not immediately thinking about an upgrade. Storage at 2TB Gen4 SSD feels generous. Load times are short, installs and updates are painless, and there's room for large libraries of games or media. For most users, this capacity removes the immediate need for external storage. Build quality and overall fit feel confident. The case feels solid, airflow paths are sensible, and cable management is neat. The inclusion of a 3-year warranty adds some peace of mind for long-term ownership without stress. Now, honest trade-offs. This isn't a system for minimalists. It occupies desk or floor space and has RGB and styling that's noticeable. If you prefer something understated or tiny, this isn't aimed at you. In pure dollars per frame terms, an RTX 5080 won't beat some of the latest GPU offerings at the absolute edge. What you're paying for here is balanced performance with features and cooling, not just the highest possible benchmark number. Compared to building your own high-end desktop, this pre-built offers convenience and a polished experience, though custom builds can sometimes achieve a slightly better raw price/performance ratio. That's an honest consideration if you're comfortable assembling systems. So who does this make sense for? You want strong 1440p and capable 4K gaming, you multitask with creative and productivity work, you appreciate liquid cooling without fuss, you want generous storage and memory included. It's less compelling if your priority is a tiny footprint or chasing the absolute top GPU performance regardless of cost. In real everyday use, this feels like a capable, well-rounded high-performance desktop. It doesn't lean on hype, it just delivers where most people actually use it. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.